days, correct? It's just insane. All right, let's see if we get some 5x5s that you can hear me, see me, smell me, feel me, do whatever. I don't see my computer. Okay, Harbor Prepper says 5x5, and I can't see me yet. So let's see if I can see. No, I'm going to see waiting for. I'm here, computer. There we go. Okay, Prep Rebel says 5x5, Healthy Disrespect, War, Dayman's Johnny Finance. Okay, good. All right, so y'all can hear me. That's good. Not fuzzy, nothing like that. I mean, as good gets, huh? Okay, so welcome to day one post Biden militarizing the federal government. It was kind of interesting here to see some of the commentary that came out today after last night's, for all intents and purposes, illegal search and seizure. Okay. The funny one is the judge who signed off on the warrant was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. Okay. So no Clinton connection there at all, right? No, couldn't be. Yeah, let's see how well this is going. Everybody says Obama's running the country. Maybe it's Hillary. It ain't Joe. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. But did you guys, after watching my video this morning, did you see what the former New York City Police Commissioner Bernard Kerik said today? I'll just read this to you. If the FBI's raid on President Trump's home doesn't stop him running in 2024, the next step for those seeking absolute control of the U.S. political system will be assassination. Yeah. That's where we are, guys. If you don't think we're a banana republic at this point, and I guarantee you, because remember, Kerik is not a conservative, all right? But this is where we've got to be. The liberals are so scared of Trump running again because they know he'll win, all right? Without a question, he'll win because the independents, as much as people hated mean tweets, they hate a shitty economy a whole lot worse. And, it's like, you remember, what was it, Reagan's favorite line? Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? I can see Trump dusting that one off real good. But, yeah, because anybody that says they are is, a good friend to Hunter Biden's and certainly token that crack pipe with him. But, yeah, we're in trouble when you have the conversation, even when somebody says it out loud, assassinating your political rivals in the United States. That's how unhinged the left is. I told you guys about a month ago, I said, wait. I said, going into the election, you're going to see them do every crazy thing possible. And what have we had in the last week? Nancy Pelosi going to China or going to Taiwan to start World War III. We have a $700 billion boondoggle passed under the Inflation Reduction Act name. Yeah, right. And now we have a raid on Trump's house. That was a complete nothing burger. They found nothing. Okay. Or at least so far the reports are they've found nothing, which as many constitutional scholars are coming up and saying, this is the biggest political disaster ever. Okay. You think Watergate was the biggest scandal ever? Nah, this one, going after your political rival, weaponizing your Department of Justice. Merrick Garland should be disbarred for this one. Okay, and we'll see what happens. But Kevin McCarthy and Jim Jordan have already started to raise hell with it. McCarthy's told Merrick Garland to clear his schedule because he will be under indictment, an investigation by the House Judiciary Committee when they take over. And Jim Jordan is demanding that Scott Ray, what's his name? I just used to know a guy named Scott Ray. Now I lost his name, FBI director, and Merrick Garland show up Friday in front of the Judiciary Committee for questioning. We'll see what happens, but it just amazes me that the one thing that slips past everybody's mind is Trump was president, and they're going after him for having classified documents, which they supposedly say. Who has the authority to declassify anything they want at the end of their presidency? The president. What was Trump? Oh yeah, that's right. He was president. I don't ask me because I don't know what documents he's got. Very probably declassified every document that he's got. And so there's nothing illegal here, which causes a monster problem for the liberals, because then, I mean, again, we have another, like a FISA warrant based on lies. Well, the entire Democrat Party is based on lies, but who's to say anything about that? So just kind of interesting to pay attention to this one because it's moving fast and furious. Like that tie-in? But as you guys saw that I had put the description in this one, we're doing this all wrong. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I kid you not. I mean, I now know how comedians have so much material to talk about all the time, because all they have to do is read the news. Bill Gates, remember the guy who wants us to eat bugs? Okay. A Bill Gates funded nutritionist scientist. I'm going to try to pronounce this guy's name. Dr. Dariush Mozaffarian. Who knows? Okay. You got to hear this. We're storing all the wrong food, guys. We're not storing the stuff that's healthy for us. We're not storing the stuff that's going to keep us alive. Because according to Dr. Mozaffarian, Reese's peanut butter cups are healthier for you than ground beef. Okay, so throw away all that meat you're saving. Start saving Reese's peanut butter cups. Hey, there's protein in peanut butter, right? Chocolate Lucky Charms are better for you than a skinless, sauceless grilled chicken breast. Okay? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally think there's more nutritional value in the box than there is in the Lucky Charms, but, hey, you put cereal over the cardboard, at least you get something out of it. Here's a better one for you. Remember being in school and those little pepperoni pizzas you got, the little rectangle, it's about yay big or whatever it is. That's healthier for you. The school pizza is healthier for you than eating a fried egg. Yeah. Okay. Because, there's so much nutritional value in a frozen pizza. Go look at the box. 0.00000 calories, 12 million. Fat, 842% of your daily allowance. Sodium, it's like crap. It's like, just give me a salt lick. I'll stand out with the cows. But I mean, this is the stupidity that we are dealing with, guys. And not that I have to tell you about it, but it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And I mean, it's Tuesday. What else is going to happen this week? I mean, I have no idea, but I swear there's a contest in Washington to see who can one up each other on the stupid meter. Because somebody explained to me at the DNC, whoever's running the show, okay, who's come up with this great idea that, you know what, going into an election, this would be a great idea. Let's raise taxes and tell the middle class that we're going to start auditing them more often. Sounds good. Hey, I can run on that. Let's go after the former president and show that we are completely devoid of any rule of law when it comes to a president. What do you think the people? Oh, the people are going to be all over that one. They're going to think it's great. Except you have about a bunch of liberal talking heads that are already coming out and going, this might rally the independents toward Trump. I didn't really like him. I was walking away a little bit, but if they're going to do that to him, what could they do to me? Wow, an epiphany moment. All right, enough politics. Okay, I saw in here there were a couple of super chats or whatever. Brandy, I'll get to questions here in a second, so give me a minute here to go through something. I'm open to suggestions on this one. I mean, I'll give you this, guys. This was part of my work today, all right? And that is a bowl full of pickling cucumber seeds. And I saw earlier in the comments that, people are saying, get your seeds now, that they're going to be hard to come by. Yes, there's no doubt about that. You're already seeing stores saying they're sold out on stuff. Okay. I'm going to do what I can to save what I can extra this year. Okay. There's got to be at least a couple of thousand pickling cucumber seeds in there. I'm certainly not starting a pickle farm. Okay. And I've got Japanese cucumbers. God knows I'm going to have enough tomato seeds and pepper seeds and stuff like that. I want to do the seed box this year, but the problem I'm running into with that is it doesn't move. People don't take it seriously. I mean, we're in August and the box is 40 people through 75, and it's been going for almost a year. All right. So the fact that it's taking a week on it, I think I told you guys, it sat in somebody's house for 2.5 months. All right. That's just wrong. That's somebody I would not want anything to do with in an SHTF situation. They have no sense of responsibility whatsoever. And no respect for other people. So I want to try to figure out some way to do this to help you guys out to get seeds and stuff like that. But the problem is, and this is where I'm saying I'm open to suggestions from you guys. The problem is it takes a boatload of time. Somebody says, oh, I did it one time, with some of the seeds that were sent to me. I was like, oh, I'd like some tomatoes and I'd like some cucumbers and I'd like some some of the other, some okra or whatever the seeds were and everything like that. And I literally sat at the kitchen table all afternoon filling little plastic baggies to get out maybe about 20 envelopes worth of stuff. Now, I know just from doing the seed exchange box last year, I'm going to have 500 people doing it. I don't have the time to sit here for days on end stacking little bags to send stuff out. Okay. Then you get into the postage. All right. I'm not in any place to be mailing out a couple of hundred boxes of seeds at, $9 a box or whatever it is. And the next thing I know, I got $2,000 in postage. Sorry, that ain't happening in this house. Okay. So if you guys have suggestions on something we can do, please email me and let me know. I'd like to help people out with seeds, but I can't make it a financial burden or a time burden on myself. Somehow, some ways, something's got to give. So if somebody's got ideas, please let me know. But I'm perfectly open for sending people seeds. So we'll do that. Okay. There was something else I wanted to say, and I forgot what it was. Crap. It'll come to me in the middle of this. Okay. So let's get into the Q&A portion of everything as we normally do. And I will go over those couple of super chats here real quick. I'll touch on those real quick. But want to get into, just in case you're new here, okay, guys, keep it polite, keep it friendly, keep it respectable, keep it PG-13 in here. Okay. I mean, I go through the comments as much as I can every day, and inevitably I find somebody arguing or something like that. And I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to kill your thread. Okay. If you want to be rude to me, rude to each other, or whatever it is, you have no place on the channel. So if that's what you're here to do, leave. If you're a Beaverine supporter, leave. Okay. If you want to know why, feel free to ask me. I will more than happily tell you the reasons why. Okay. You might be surprised. No, you probably won't be. But yeah, so keep it friendly, keep it nice. If you have comments, questions for me, guys, please put them in all caps, just like every other YouTube channel. Okay. There's 1,600 of you guys in here and one of me. So I try to get to as many of these as I can. And when I'm scrolling through the chat, I'm looking for capital letters. That's the only way I can do it. So do it that way. But no topics off limits. I start at the top. I work my way down the bottom. Okay. Guys, if you got your question in, make sure it's in by 8:30, 8:40. If you're posting something at 5 minutes to 9, I'm not getting that far. So I try to get to everything. If I see a question a second time, I'm just going to skip it. If it's something obnoxious, I'm going to skip it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to boot you. But yeah, just treat others as though you'd expect to be treated yourself. If you wanted to be treated like shit, there's plenty of channels out there you can go be treated like shit. This ain't one of them. So, all right. So let me see if I can acknowledge this. Broke Stacker. Yeah, I saw that. Nancy said China is one of the freest countries in the world. There's actually video of her in an interview. I think it was either CNN or MSNBC. In an interview, she said that China is one of the freest countries in the world. How many bottles of vodka are in you today, Nancy? Okay. If China's so great, you should have stayed there because we don't want you here. I mean, this is not rocket science. I got to find Brandy's comment again here real quick. Whoops, don't want to do it that way. Come on. Bear with me. Try to do it too fast. Brandy, I know it's in here. Do. Tell me it already got deleted up top. It might. Nope, there it is. How long is a non-acid can of soup good for after the Best Buy use? What are you talking, like chicken soup? I mean, again, I can't, 11 days, 14 hours, and 12 minutes. I can't give you a time frame. I mean, in something like that, you've got to use common sense on it. Smell it. If it's got mold on the top, throw it out. If it smells wrong, throw it out. Okay. I can't give you a definitive time. There isn't one, regardless what kind of soup it is. It's just like anything else, guys. Check it, make sure it's good first. There is no, okay, on August 1st, I've got to throw all this stuff out because it's done. No, the food doesn't work that way. All right, let's get to the top, or as close as I can get to the top, and we'll go from there. All right, so Purposeful Prepper. Anyone else been noticing your favorite restaurant food doesn't taste quite the same anymore? Yeah, not that I eat in a restaurant a lot, but it doesn't surprise me for the simple reason is this. The restaurants still are for-profit business, okay? And so when they can't get the olive oil that they cook in because it's $32 a quart or whatever it is, maybe they switch to vegetable oil. Okay, they still need to make a profit. Maybe they switched from 90-10 ground beef to 80-20, something like that in your hamburger. That's just what's going to have to happen. I mean, you go watch Alaska Prepper's video yesterday when he was in the store, and he's showing, Walmart's got a cucumber there on the shelf that's molding, okay? Because that's what's available. This is the thing, guys. Food is going to get scarcer and scarcer and scarcer and scarcer, and I keep saying, when the fall crop comes in and it ain't there, people are going to go, oh my God, what happened? How did this ever happen? We didn't know anything about it. And I just want to take somebody and hit them upside the head with a baseball bat and go, listen, dumbass, we've been telling you this for 2 freaking years. But, you know, liberals, can't live with them, can't shoot them. Let's see. Yeah, Prep Rebel. Like I said that in the morning video this morning too. Funny how Nixon's house wasn't raided. Funny how Hillary Clinton's house wasn't raided. Funny how Hunter Biden's house wasn't raided. You know, I mean, Jim Comey's house, or I mean, you know, pick any of these. Adam Schiff's house. I've got evidence. I am not a crook. Yeah. Okay. California turns out some of the biggest POSs ever. I mean, start thinking about California politicians, guys. I'll leave Reagan out of this because he's the exception, okay? But Reagan's not Reagan was a different generation. Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell. I mean, who the hell am I missing here? I mean, keep going over and over. I'm like, are you kidding me? If this is the best California has to offer, please secede from the United States. If you get out, we'll double the IQ of the rest of the country. Michelle S., a little disturbed. I've always been a little disturbed. Vanessa Blaylock, imagine the chaos and hell coming. Makes me wonder how extreme they'll be until 2024. Oh, this is just the beginning, guys. It's that thing I told you about the assassination attempt. Do not be surprised whatsoever if in the next couple of months we hear of an assassination attempt either on Trump or on DeSantis. One of the two. I'd put money on it. Hillbilly Homesteader 1776. What's happening to our country? We got lazy. We got fat. You know, the old good times create, that whole quote. That's exactly where it is. We've had good times in the United States for too long. That's all it is. Okay. Nobody had to fight for anything. You wanted food, you went to the store. You wanted a job, you filled out an application. Okay. I mean, it wasn't difficult. We've had it too easy for too long, and people got lackadaisical and lazy. And then you had all the Bernie Sanders, AOC, Andrew Yang, we just want to give you free money. And people go, I can be lazier? Cool. And so that's what we've got. So you've got a bunch of tweakers, a bunch of stoners, and a bunch of fat, miserable bastards sitting around going, where's my check? I don't want to do shit, but where's my check? That's exactly what's going on, okay? And unfortunately, the people who did have to fight with something or fight for something are getting a little up there in age. Even my generation, those of us who were under 60, we've never really had to fight for anything. Okay, nobody get on me about Iraq or Afghanistan or anything like that. That wasn't here. Okay, you tell me the 20 years that the Iraq and Afghani war was going on. Did you ever find that you didn't have food in the grocery store? No. Did electricity go through the roof? No. Okay. Could you not get gasoline? No. Okay. No, we haven't faced anything. This is not like World War II where, you couldn't buy tires for your car. You were rationed on sugar and coffee. All right. There's a lot of people still alive who can tell you stories about that. Since then, nobody's really faced it. Okay. We have, of course, all the protesters going, burn my bra and, spit on soldiers coming home and, all this fake crap going, welcome back from Iraq. We're so proud of you. And then they get in their car and go, fuck a veteran. That's literally, show me a liberal that is pro-military and I will call you a liar to your face. All right. So there ain't any. Uh, Cat Lady Nelly, how do I know when my carrots are ready to pick? You'll see them poking out of the ground a little bit, the tip, but I mean, carrots are one of those where you got to go by the days that you planted them. Read the back of the packet of the seeds. I mean, carrots are usually anywhere from about 85 to 120 days, and you follow the calendar. But for the most part, with carrots, the only thing you can do, really, is pull one up, see if it's there. You know, if it's this long and you want it longer, leave it in. If it's this long and that's good, pull it. Uh, it's trial and error with carrots for the most part. Running Warrior, my cukes still haven't come up. I don't know where you are, but you ain't getting cukes this year, chances, because cuke season's over. I mean, the plants are already dying off. Paul Seals, do you think the IRS agents will be hired to usher in the digital currency? Maybe. I think personally, I think it's two things. It's the administration needs their own police force. Okay. Not that they don't already have the FBI, but they'd have a real hard time going, we want to hire 87,000 new FBI agents. The FBI doesn't exactly have the greatest credibility after the Jim Comey era. They certainly don't have it any better now. Okay. So they can kind of hide it a little bit and go, well, we've got a lot of people cheating on their taxes and all this sort of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, what was the figure that the House Budget Committee or House Ways and Means or whoever came out and said 70% of the audits are going to be on people that earn under $400,000 or it's under 75. I forget too many numbers. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, how difficult are taxes? We have a $25,200 standard deduction for a couple right now. If you're making $75,000, I very seriously doubt you have more than $25,000 in tax deductions each year. Okay. Your mortgage interest, your property taxes, your vehicle taxes, and whatever. If you're making 75 and paying more than $25,000 in all of those, you're in way over your head. Okay. So income tax is pretty easy to fill out. This is what I made. This is how much was withheld from my check. This is my deduction. This is my taxable income. These are my charitable donations. This is what's left. There ain't a whole lot to audit. So what do we need 87,000 new agents for if they're not going after the millionaires and billionaires? Oh, that's right. We need them to be the Gestapo. That's exactly what it is, guys. Why do we need IRS agents to be armed? Somebody want to explain that to me? I mean, is a tax return? Oh my God, it's an assault paper cut. This is how insane it is, guys. You know, the IRS doesn't come knock on your door and go, "Hi, you're being audited." Okay, you get a letter in the mail, right? The postman is at more risk of your wrath than any IRS agent is, and the postman doesn't run around armed. So start putting two and two together. This doesn't smell right. Let's see. Cushnet Prepper, when they raided Mar-a-Lago, the FBI found illegal golf balls. Yeah, it's probably from Biden's slice. So Canned 94, how does the seed box work? It's long since go. I sent a box of seeds out to the first person. They're supposed to take what they want, and then put something new in and send it on to the next person on the list and go and go. It's kind of like a chainmail type thing. John Fortwingler, Pinball, a while back, you said the pond was bad and you'll need to fix. How so? That others don't have the same thing. Don't hire the same excavator I did. Okay. The guy did. I mean, this is an excavator who didn't know how to use a transit level, a laser level. Okay. Because there's no way you have this much water on one side and 6 feet on the other. All right. So he didn't dig the pond right. And, so my pond sits like this. He didn't build it up on this side, so it sits like this. The guy was just completely incompetent. And when I get it fixed, he will find out how incompetent it is when a court says, guess what? You get to write this guy a check. So, let's see. Prep Rebel, I have seeds already to add to the seed box. Like I said, I got to figure out how to do this, guys, because the fact that we got through 40 people pisses me off I expected it to be through all 75 people by spring, not by next spring. So, yeah, I'm hoping everybody's saving their own seeds. I'm more than willing to help send people some I've got, but I've got to figure out a reasonable way to do this. Booktube Becca was told that a potato crop from Idaho only produced 50%, going to be a shortage on potatoes. That's actually an improvement because earlier this year they were talking 30%, and McDonald's was screaming because they didn't have enough potatoes for French fries. Pighead Water Buffalo, maybe send self-addressed stamped envelope to get seeds from you. That's what we did before, where I said I spent half the entire afternoon sitting here filling self-addressed stamped envelopes. And the problem that you have with that is you get somebody who puts a 50-cent stamp or whatever stamp costs these days and says, I want these seeds and 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 one stamp. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. There's the problem. It's like, do you need a stamp per pack of seeds? I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out how to help, but it's got to make sense. David Hastings, a dog turd or a school pizza? It's a toss-up. Yeah, pretty much the same stuff. August Blue, I would send a stamped envelope with $10 to $20 donation for Thanksgiving. Well, then at that point, it's cheaper to buy seeds at the store. A Krista Cat, what if those in the seed save sent you a self-addressed box with the return postage money order inside? Then again, that starts getting crazy for you guys. Then I go to the post office and they, here's 500 packages for you of empty boxes. We'll figure something out. Okay. The packaging material is not the big deal because I can always go to the post office and get the priority mail bags or whatever it is, but priority mail's $10 now. The price of that keeps going up to go anywhere. So, we'll figure it out. We're not there yet. Trust me. I'm just beginning to start the seed save. Yeah, there you go. Arsenal Rain, a 3-ounce envelope cost $4 for shipping. That's what I'm saying about seeds. Stick one stamp on there and go send me 6 different kinds of seeds. That doesn't work. No luck today. Got my first zucchini. Worst year in ages. Canning beans and listening to you. Yeah, I think we've picked maybe about 4 zucchini and 2 yellow squash this year. And the yellow squash were supposed to be zucchini. Yeah, it has not been a good squash year here. If you want to participate in the seed box exchange, require a deposit. Okay. And then I wind up spending all my time as an accountant. How about a seed drawing? Maybe we do that. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll go there. Let's not get hung up on that tonight. Redhead, can cucumbers be planted in zone 6 in August? Potatoes, cucumbers certainly not. Potatoes, no, it's too late for potatoes too. The only thing that you're going to be planting in zone 6 at this point are fall crops. So, cabbages, radishes, maybe carrots, turnips, beets, that sort of stuff. As for the summer crops, the summer's done. SHTF prior to 2022, SH. Cute. Make it a pay it forward. I don't know. Everyone displays good time, efficient action to keep it going. That was it was a best behavior type thing. It's like, okay, I mean, I put out a whole bunch of seeds, and everybody that followed me put in postage and seeds and everything like that, trying to help out the community. And then we get some people that just are selfish. And you guys all know it. There's people in prepper communities that have no business in prepper communities. There's prepper channels that have no business in prepping. So Angela bought a bunch of yams and golden potatoes. I get the feeling I know what you're canning up here pretty quick. Country Humans Grease fan, could this be Watergate 2.0? Well, it could be that kind of scandal. The only problem is, let's see what kind. I mean, Trump's not hiding anything. That's the thing. Nixon was hiding something. You know, the scandal is the government, not. Well, I guess the scandal in Watergate was the government too. Yeah. Hey, who knows? it's as corrupt as Watergate. Sure. Christopher Ray. There we go. Thanks, Scott Ray. Okay. Sorry, thirsty. Maria Corning, self-addressed stamp envelope. All you need, drop in a quarter tablespoon of seed, seal, and mail. Right, and that's if somebody wants one kind of seed. If somebody wants 3 kinds of seeds, then I got to put them all in little plastic bags and do all that sort of stuff. That's the thing. Arsenal Rain. Bugs taste better when someone else eats them. I'm telling you, if it ever happens, I would love to find Bill Gates, strap him down to a table, and just start shoving worms in his mouth. Cockroaches and everything like that, and force his mouth to chew and go, you're eating my share. David Summers said, at least the seed box shows who's an honest prepper that cares about others. Oh, yeah. And like I said, I mean, that's why I asked everybody to tell me when you got it and when you sent it out, because that way I knew. And when there's this massive gap between 3 houses, I know who the people are. They'll never see anything, not a prize, not a seed box, not nothing from this channel. Grandma Lisa, where do we go to learn what we can do to stand up? I wish I had an answer to that. I mean, this is the thing, guys. We all need to we need to do something. Just nobody's come up with a good idea for what to do. If somebody did, you'd have 100,000 people sign up for it in a heartbeat. Okay. And it's not, gee, let me, strap my AR-15 to my back and go down to the local protest. That's not a solution. Okay. Yes. Oh, for all you federales there, hi, get your communist ass off the channel. Go watch a true criminal, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. You can find some there. Get off my channel. Carol, we were told last week potatoes are out till harvest in 3 weeks from the warehouse. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, we are going to have a shortage of everything. Like I said, fall crop comes in and everybody's going to freak. This is why it was so important to grow your own and can your own and do all this. And, I get the emails, I'm afraid of canning or whatever. Guys, it's not hard. Okay. I ain't the smartest tool in a box here, but I can figure out canning. It's not that difficult. And here's the catch. If it doesn't work, if something doesn't work the first time, fine, it's a learning experience. If you grew the vegetables, you didn't waste any money. You wasted a little bit of time. Okay, so be it. But practice. Do it on something like green beans. Real easy. Do it on potatoes. Real easy. Nana KK, I bought a bag of new potatoes, half the bag rotten. That's the problem with potatoes. You get one rotten potato and it spreads real fast. Jay Myers, weather-related events, much needed rain heading eastward. Hopefully you get the rain. Actually, hopefully not, at least for a little bit. We've got a lot of rain here in the last week or so. We could stand to dry out for a week. Off the wall prepper, pinball. I'm good to see you, buddy. I'm sending you an email for a way we could do seeds in a place that'll help. Cool. Okay, appreciate that. If it's pirate ship or whatever it is, yeah, I know that one. So, hello, Dave. I like the idea of a self-addressed stamped envelope plus donation, maybe 3 cans of seeds. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. I kind of want you guys to participate in this. I don't want to. This is what we're doing. If you guys come up with a good idea, I'll run some good ones by you, and whatever you guys agree with somehow, as long as I agree with it too, because I'm the one that's going to do the work. That's what we'll go with. Robert Miller, do I think Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged should be taught in school? Yeah, I think a lot of these, I had to read 1984 in 8th grade. Okay. It didn't make a ton of sense to me in 8th grade. Probably would have made a little bit more sense in sophomore year or something like that. Once you were a little more world aware, rather than news was the time, when Dad watched the news, it was time to go in the other room and do something. You actually paid attention. Okay, Amy at home with Amy Lynn. I saw that on Prepared Homestead video today. Such a joke. I'm not sure what. Again, because I'm so far behind in this, context. I lose the context. I gotta go scroll back up. Stormy Nuts. Where do they think they're Stormy Nights? Where do they think they're going to find 87,000 people who want to work? So you haven't figured that part out yet? Yeah. This is going to be the pay to play. You want a government job? Sure. Here you go. This is what you need to do. Then we'll take care of you. Yeah, it's going to be real easy to find a bunch of young college students who, I have my degree in interpretive dance. Want to be an IRS agent? All you need to do is sign here to commit to voting Democrat for the rest of your life, and we're good. Agree that you have no problem shooting your fellow citizens. We're all good. KD Racing 39. Hey, Pinball, have you done or can you do a seed saving video? I've done a couple of them because different seeds, save different ways. Peppers are easy. You just take them out, dry them out, and you're done. As you can see here with the pickle and cucumbers, I'm fermenting them. That's what's got to be done with those. Tomatoes, squash, that sort of stuff. Those all have to be fermented first. It depends on the plant. But I've done a couple of videos. Steel Roz, I'm getting the feeling more Americans are pissed than afraid. Well, yeah, and Americans are getting more and more pissed by the day. There's going to be the final straw eventually. And they keep doing this crazy crap, trying to kill us. And there's going to be something that's going to be all over the news before the November elections. That is going to change everything. Don't know what it is yet, but we haven't seen the bombshell yet. Francine Ryder, why not do a seed drawing for a few weeks? As much as that's nice, it only gets it out. See, the thing is this, I know the demographics of the channel, and there's a lot of people that don't have the means to get the seeds and stuff like that they need to. And I want to help those people because, just because the government screwed them doesn't mean I have to. Sweet savory words. Here's what a friend who almost became an IRS agent in the field to do visual inspections at agencies. How did they buy the $80,000 boat on their $40,000 reported income? She would have had to carry. Boom. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Gee, you want a raise? Carry a gun. But amazing because they want to take them away from the rest of us. See how that one works? Biden wants to arm 87,000 people and disarm you. Gee, what happens? Gestapo. Grace Acres, I got seeds on Etsy from someone in my same zone. Just a suggestion. Yes. Okay. Uh, and I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing. I will say this: I bought seeds, flowers. Okay, from two different places. Three of one. They're like roots. Okay, three of one, four of the other. Of seven plants, one came up. It's the last time I will buy something from either one of those sellers. Okay, because well, I have a whole bunch of cucumber seeds or pickling cucumber seeds here. I can't guarantee everyone's going to come up. So I'm not going to go through all this quality control and test. I'm going to send you a bunch of seeds. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. Okay, that's why I don't want people paying for them. You know, say, you sent me seeds that weren't any good. I sent you seeds that weren't any good. You didn't pay for them. Okay, fine. Like it never happened. Okay, but when you spend money on it, that's why I don't want to be doing that. How do I determine what zone I'm in outside of Chicago? Go type in USDA zone or go to almanac.com and look up your zone. It'll ask for your zip code and enter that, and you'll find out what grow zone you're in. Mo Prepper, do a seed trade. Everyone offers seeds and asks for seeds on a trading page. Yeah, again, I don't have a website. I'm not creating a website. I'm not going to manage a website. I'm not, this is why I'm not on Gab and Telegram and Better and Getter and Twitter and all this crazy crap. It's like, no, I'm not an IT. This is not a job, guys. Sometimes it feels like one, but I'm not managing 15 different platforms and selling merchandise and having a website and everything. I'm not trying to be a company here. Chalk Bluff Homesteader, doesn't UPS radiate mail? Wouldn't that ruin the seeds? They do international mail. They do not domestic mail. Freedom 77, give 3 days to send in the mail for the seed box. And how do I enforce it? Oh my God, I'm sending an IRS agent to your house because you didn't mail the seeds. I ask everybody to do it. That's the best I can do. Okay. Pagan Moon, open up an Etsy shop. Simple is super easy. I've actually sold stuff on Etsy a couple of years ago. I'll never do it again. You guys know I've got chestnut trees out front. And, come fall, I will have 60, 70, 80 pounds of chestnuts. Okay. And chestnuts sell for $12 a pound or something like that. So one year I decided to go out and collect the chestnuts and put them up on Etsy. And sure, I got the sales and everything like that. And I told everybody, got chestnut trees in my yard. I'm picking them up. I get your order. I will go pick up your order off the ground in my yard and send it out the same day. And that's literally what I was doing. And the lady at the post office here was helping me weigh out chestnuts. I bring in a bag of chestnuts, so we'd be filling a post office box. I'm sorry, express mail bag. I get people, these aren't quality chestnuts. This isn't good enough. I opened this one up and it had a bug in it. I told you exactly where they're coming from. Okay. I think I charged like half of what the going rate was, and people bitched. No, forget it. James Redden, Dollar General has burpee heirloom seeds for sale, $1. Whole garden died this year besides the one plant inside. The seed from the first peppers sprouted today. Jeez. Nothing like your peppers sprouting in August, just in time for winter to set in. Yeah, like Chrissy Weir says, and I become a secretary. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. Gloria Hubert, feel like visiting Florida? I've got more questions than I can type. I have never been to Florida other than changing planes in Miami once. That was it. I'm just, okay. Enough on the seeds, guys. I'm not going to answer the questions anymore. Running Warrior, new here. Pinball Wood Zone. Are you in? I'm in 6B. VG 426, maybe less recipients per box. No, maybe more responsibility for the recipients. I mean, I say this to Mrs. P all the time. Why does it always seem to be that when somebody else can't do what's expected from them, I'm the one that's supposed to solve the problem? I can't get an excavator to dig a pond right. I can't get a guy to pour concrete right. Who has to come up with the solutions? Me. If somebody can't manage to send the seed box on, their incompetence is not my responsibility to fix. No, I'm not going to send out 62 different boxes just in case somebody else is lazy. I mean, my solution will be real simple. I won't do it at all. You know, that'll be it. I'm trying to help people and people take advantage of it. You know, that's frustrating. Okay. I'm not going to create more work for me because somebody is too lazy to go to the post office. Jennifer Suter, has Mrs. P ever made peach butter? Not as far as she's never done it here in the United States, so I don't know if she ever did it in Russia, but no peaches this year. We had a frost after our peach tree flowered. Let's see, 208 Roots. IRS is already overstaffed, apparently. We're a small business. Extra extension got extended and filed within 30 days. Got fined for late file, then appealed and fine removed twice this year. Yeah, like I said, I've got a degree in interpretive dance. Want to work for the IRS? You know, you have no experience, but, you know, hey, it's a good way for Joe to spend money. August Blue is seen on TV. Joe has trouble dressing himself. That was ridiculous. I couldn't even put on his own coat because it kept getting caught in the wind. Hey, dumbass, turn. It's real easy. You know, can't even dress yourself, Joe. Really? And we're supposed to expect you that you could handle the nuclear football? You know. Misery Prepper, Mr. Pinball, should I keep paying $700 in rent or move toward buying a house? I'd absolutely buy a house. Okay. No, no question whatsoever. I mean, what even better if you could find yourself a piece of land, and even if you put a tiny house, I did that video a few months back about a little tiny house or whatever it is, or, you know, I don't know, anything like that. Get yourself some, but rent, all you're doing is paying somebody else's mortgage. Why don't you pay your own mortgage, you know, and, you know, go from there, you know, depending. I mean, if you want, I mean, I don't know where you live. I mean, if you live in the city, if you live in the country, if you live in the burbs, whatever would be what you're looking for. But, you know, renting is rarely ever a good idea. Let's see. Yeah, prepping for it. We all better stand up soon and stop this madness. Time is almost up. You're absolutely correct. I mean, I know there's people that say we're not going to have a 2024 or 2022 election. We're not there yet, but who knows what happens going after that. Okay. Yeah, Robert Miller sitting here just caught a black snake on my keyboard, 18 inches, cute, may keep him. God. Sweet Savory Words, is there a volunteer to handle getting the seeds out to those who want the seeds? But then I got to get the seeds to that person. We'll figure it out, guys. Okay, send me emails if you got ideas, and I'll look through them, and then I'll run the best couple ideas that make sense to me too. Bye. Yeah. Das FC. Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake. Bill Gates says, let them eat bugs. Yes. Coffee guy, no russet potatoes even at Costco in Washington State. That's interesting. The next state over from Idaho when you can't get potatoes. Beautiful day. Canned vegetable soup, 12 quarts. So loving this canning thing. Yeah, it's a real good way to put away your preps, especially your garden and stuff like that. And I will tell you this, there's two things that you absolutely have to get besides your canning in your garden. You have to have a boatload of rice and a boatload of pasta, because I will be telling you this, you will be eating more soups and more stews than you've ever imagined in your life. Okay, you're not canning a T-bone steak, right? But you can certainly can beef stew. You're going to do stuff like that. I had some chicken soup that I had made earlier this year for dinner the other night, put it over rice. It was great. That was it. So chicken stock, vegetables out of the garden, a little bit of rice. There was dinner. Because, at least for me, especially a water-based soup, is not going to fill me up and not going to keep me full for long. It's like eating Chinese food. I'm hungry in an hour. But if I put pasta in it or rice in it or something like that, now I've got a satisfying meal, and it ain't that. I'm not adding a lot of cost to it. Bly B, secession a possibility. I wish. I know that sounds terrible, but we are the divided states of America. I've said this for months, if not over a year. There is no coming back on this. We can't live together anymore. Republicans won't talk to Democrats. Democrats don't want to talk to Republicans. One group wants, Leah Thomas to be a woman, and everybody to be able to kill a baby in the womb, and the other side's going, hell no. And it's not like, well, we can kind of do it this way. No, you're a man or a woman. Life begins at conception, and I'm not giving up my guns. There ain't no negotiation. Godsmack 12, where did I get this hat? What was I on, Zero Hedge or Breitbart or something? And there was an ad for it, and I got the Trump flag that I hung up behind me there at one time, and the hat, and I think both of them are $20. But I was like, okay, you know what? I like this stuff because I love to go out in public and just stick it to people and go, come up to me at 6'8", 300 and go, I can't believe, and go, can't believe what? That I'll beat you into the ground if you say anything else? Shut up, because nobody's got the balls to say anything to me. I just I like to piss off liberals. I've showed you guys the sign I've got that says no liberals allowed. That will be going up in the garage, so everybody can see that. But because Mrs. P won't let me put it on the side of the house. But yeah, she's not as much of a rebel rouser as I am. Krista Tremblay, my daughter is a produce manager. No potatoes, onions, or squash in 2 weeks in Alabama. Yep, we're going to start seeing nothing on the shelves, and it's going to be funny when anybody says to you, "I can't believe this. They don't have any food." Gee, I've known this was coming for 6 months. Where were you? It'll be my response. Somebody said, can you can hamburger vegetable soup? Absolutely. Just if you're going to can something with meat in it, it's 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts. That's it. I will tell you this, though. Make sure if you're going to put potatoes in it or something like that, or carrots or whatever, do not make the soup first. Put all your vegetables in raw. Do a raw pack, because otherwise your potatoes are going to come out like mush. We got 2 minutes left. Let's see where I am. Jennifer Suter, more Army stories, please. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll bring some up. Not in 2 minutes. I can't get one done in 2 minutes. Scan Essex Gargoyle, thank you for the super chat. Thank you from your friend in Rhode Island. Thank you. Keep me more informed than I ever would be. I try, and I appreciate the compliment. That is nice to say. Venison stew. There you go, Nana KK. Delicious. Can you, Lisa Sarah, can you can round steak? Absolutely. We just did that the other day. Used it for beef stew. Canned beef and chicken is amazing. Mary G says, yeah, I actually, believe it or not, I think canned ground beef, they can't make hamburger patties out of it. But if you're going to make a hamburger helper or something like that, your homemade hamburger helper, I think the canned ground beef actually tastes better than using fresh. Personal opinion. Final countdown. We need a divorce. I'm sorry, honey. No, no, final countdown is not Mrs. P. Okay, and last one here. There's Joni O'Neill. There's a new house security program for each member and their staff to receive 10 grand each to install personal home security and to receive $150 a month for monitoring. Afraid of something? Exactly what I talked about in the former commissioner of the NYC today. Assassination attempts. You think, I mean, remember the congressional baseball game a couple of years ago with Steve Scalise taking a bullet? You don't think something like that's going to happen going into November? That's how unhinged the left is, guys. They'll do it again. Okay? No doubt whatsoever. All right. That's it for tonight. Guys, pray to God Ilhan Omar loses her primary tonight in Minnesota. We can get one of these squad POSs out of here. Have a good night. Pinball out.